What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So it's been a while since I've uploaded my last video, and I had some stuff going on. I also got vaccinated a couple days ago. I actually got my first shot, and I'm probably gonna get my second shot sometime next month. So things are kind of moving, so that's a good thing, I guess. But today I have a very interesting pair of sneakers here. These are the Air Jordan 1 Highs prototype. Now, when I first saw this model online, I wasn't really a fan of it. I wasn't really a fan of the colorway. I wasn't really a fan of the concept. But when these released today, I actually got these in the mail today because I had same day delivery. And when I first pulled these out of the box, I thought, wow, Jordan Brand did a pretty good job with this. I wouldn't say the shoe is fire. I still think, the overall look of the shoe and the look and the feel is quite nice, and it's far better than what I was expecting from the photos that I've seen online. So without further ado, let's dive right into the shoe. Now, this shoe has a lot going on, so let's just go piece by piece. Now here on the side panel, you've got this really crisp white leather here. But what's interesting is that I've never felt this type of like smooth leather on a pair of Jordan 1s. I'm not saying like smooth as in like soft or plush. I'm saying that it's really like, there's really no texture to it. I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or not. The only comparable piece of leather that I could think of is perhaps maybe like the toe box material that we see on regular Dunk Low pairs. That's something that I would compare this to. So I mean I'm not complaining. It's just kind of interesting to see a different type of texture or lack thereof on this pair of Jordan 1s. Now on top of that, you've got the black Nike swoosh done in your typical black leather, and it's also got some like gray stitching around it, so that's a cool detail. Kind of sets the swoosh off and all that. And moving towards the front, you've got this really smooth nubuck piece in this beige color stitched onto the side of the shoe, and then that nubuck material extends all the way toward the front of the shoe. Here on the toe cap area, you see that very nice nubuck material here. And on the toe box, once again you see that crisp white leather, and there's really no texture to it. You can see some like grooves in here and there, but it's really smooth. Again, I'm not saying smooth as like soft or plush. It's just that I can't really feel anything when I run my finger across it. And on the toe box, you got those perforated holes that we typically see on Air Jordan 1 models. And what's interesting is that you've got this sort of like piping underneath the toe cap material, and that's actually 3M reflective material. As you can see here, it's got that like silvery like gloss to it, and it's that 3M reflective material, and it's really cool. I think that's a really interesting detail that we rarely see on any Jordan 1 pair. Now here on the tip of the toe box, you also see that small Nike swoosh embroidered onto the toe box. I think that's a very cool detail. It's really nicely done, and it really makes the shoe pop against a pretty dull toe box area, I guess. Now on the center of the shoe, you see that typical Air Jordan 1 black nylon tongue, and you see the black cotton laces partially factory laced onto the shoe. And you've got those lace holes here on the eye stay area. Once again, you see more of that beige toned nubuck material. And then on the tip of the tongue, you've got a black nylon tongue tab with the Nike Air text embroidered in bright orange. And I think that's a really cool way to kind of like set off the shoe against the black background. It's really nice. It really makes the shoe pop even more. And on the back side of the tongue, it's your regular text behind the tab here. And as I've mentioned, we've seen these pretty thick tongues on the Air Jordan 1 models. This feels a bit thinner than, say, like the last few models that we've seen, but still, regardless, it's quite well cushioned. And on the back side, you've got that mesh material with the orange materials underneath the tongue. That's really cool. I thought it would be black, but it's really nice to see the actual material underneath that. Now moving towards the back of the shoe, you see a huge panel of that 3M reflective material. Once again, it's all that silver glittering material, and I mean, this thing pops when you flash your light against it. And I'm not really sure what the design choice behind this material was, but regardless, it's really cool. You really rarely see these. I think the last time we've seen some like 3M reflective materials on an Air Jordan 1 High would probably be the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Air or Zoom Comfort models, I think. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see this reflective material on an OG High. And here towards the collar of the shoe, you see the this kind of like light blue nubuck material, which is also very smooth and plush. Here on the collar area, and then you got that black Air Jordan Jumpman or wing logo, wing logo debossed into that light blue nubuck material, and it really has a kind of like a premium feel to it. And then right underneath that, you've got this kind of like, I'd say like ink blue leather underneath it, and this is the key part of the shoe where you got these kind of like cutout details alongside the collar of the shoe. And supposedly you can cut this thing off and then wear this entire model as like a Jordan Low. I wouldn't see myself doing that. I'm not really sure why you would do that in the first place, because when I saw pictures online, I mean, the low version doesn't look good at all, especially because the tongue extends all the way to the the tip of the shoe, and when you cut that off, you're gonna have like this much of the tongue like just like hanging around, like I think it's a pretty dumb way to kind of ruin your shoe. I mean, I appreciate the fact that Jordan Brand is trying new things and incorporating new designs. It's just that I'm not really sure if anyone would like execute it and kind of like get the 100% satisfaction out of that. And here on the tip of the the neck area of the shoe, you've got that ink blue, or really like this deep blue colored leather material here. It's your just regular dagger. I wouldn't say anything like extra soft or anything like that. It's quite nice though. And on the back side, you've got this black leather here on the heel counter area, and once again you see all those silver grayish stitchings all around the heel counter. And the medial side is basically the same deal. And I did want to mention that this model comes with 3 extra sets of laces, one in that kind of like blue color, and the other one in the bright orange color, and another classic lace in white. I guess this is white, or like kind of like off-white. I don't know. I'm not really sure which one I prefer, but it's really nice that Jordan Brand provides us with so many like extra stuff for this particular release. I'm not really sure what's so special about this model. It's just that, I mean, it's always nice to have many extra sets of laces. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And then on the inside, you got a very cool insole where it's blue, and then you got that Nike Air text printed in orange. It kind of reminds me of the New York Knicks color, but obviously this doesn't have anything to do with the Knicks. But it's interesting to see that they actually paid attention to the insole and kind of did something different here. And the outsole is all blacked out with the typical Air Jordan 1 outsole with the traction pad on the forefoot area, with the Nike logo in the middle, and you got that typical traction pad on the back side as well. Now, I wanted to get into a little bit about QC. Overall, I'm quite satisfied with the QC. It's just that I'm gonna return this pair because, as you've probably seen, they've got like a huge cut on the side of the shoe. Like, I don't really mind like glue marks here and there, extra threads here and there, and I think they did a pretty good job of taking care of all that in terms of craftsmanship. But I'm not really sure why they had to ruin my shoe like that. That's just kind of over the line, I think. And the good thing is that these did sell out instantly when they first released today. It's just that they immediately restocked a full-size run online. They're still sitting on the website. So what I'm going to do is that I'm probably going to have to return this pair, and I'll probably have to pick up another pair that has slightly better quality. Now I know I'm kind of being picky, but it just sucks that they have like a huge cut mark on the side. I mean, I don't expect my shoe to have that kind of like, damage when I wear these. I mean, people might say I'm picky, but it is what it is. And if I have the chance to, pick out a nice pair, I think, why not? I've got the time and the stock, so I would do that. Now, the other side of the shoe is basically the same deal. And once again, I'm pretty impressed. The materials are quite solid. The colorway, even though there's a lot going on, it's nothing like out of the world. It's quite crazy here on the backside, but still, I think it is very well balanced because it's got hits of black and that beige and white and all that. So it is definitely a easily wearable colorway. I don't think there would be any like trouble pulling these off. I mean, you could probably pull these off with some sort of like casual wear too. So, and sizing wise, this is a regular pair of Air Jordan 1, so I would go true to size unless you have like, super wide feet. And resale wise, I don't think there's going to be any resale premium on these. These are already going below retail on our resale platforms in my home country. We've got full-size runs sitting on websites and in stores as well, so I can 100% guarantee you that these are going to hit the outlets. So I mean, I think this is going to be pretty universal for wherever you are. So my bet is that I would just like wait until the prices go down further and try to pick up a pair for below retail. Is there any reason to pick these up for like any resale premium? I wouldn't do that unless like you really dig this colorway for some reason. But I'm not like shitting on the shoe. It is a cool colorway. I think like the hype for Jordan 1s is kind of dying down or recently, because we've seen a lot of models flop. But putting all that aside, I still like the shoe. I still appreciate the design and the colorway, and I'm gonna try to cop another personal pair for myself, minus the stupid cut mark there. So anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. I just realized that we hit the 800 mark. We're almost there at the 1K mark, and that is gonna be a milestone forever, for all of you guys who've been sticking around. And thanks for all your support as always, and I'll be back really soon with more content. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.